Is Kate's harmony with royal family members, especially women, really as good as rumored? As the most beloved princess in the royal family, it's no surprise to learn that Kate has the upper hand when it comes to networking with other royals. However, it's only when you dig deeper into Kate's relationships with these women you see her true sophistication and tact. Don't miss a second, because you might learn something from her. First, we should talk about the relationship between Kate Middleton and Queen Elizabeth II. Many people admire the relationship between Princess Catherine and Prince William, and even Queen Elizabeth approved of their union. The couple began dating while attending the University of St. Andrews, and their romance withstood the test of time, despite the doubts of some royal family members. Stepping into the royal family can't be easy, but according to royal biographer Andrew Morton, the couple's relationship had the Queen's stamp of approval because she realized Catherine wasn't in it for the fame or the status. The thing about Kate is, the Queen was impressed she adored and loved William for himself, not for his title, Morton told OK, adding that the Queen made an effort to show her support. This admiration for Catherine's genuine love for William was a significant factor in gaining the Queen's approval. Unlike some previous relationships within the royal family, where the allure of titles and status might have played a part, Catherine's sincerity stood out. Her grounded nature and the authentic bond she shared with William resonated deeply with the Queen. Morton also noted that the Queen spent a lot more time supporting and nurturing the relationship between William and Catherine than she did with Charles and Diana. It's pretty clear she wasn't going to make that mistake again, Morton said. The Queen's support for the couple extended beyond mere approval. She actively nurtured their relationship, understanding the importance of a strong and stable partnership for the future of the monarchy. This proactive approach was a departure from her stance during the early years of Charles and Diana's marriage, where less intervention and support were provided. The Queen's investment in William and Catherine's relationship was rooted in her vision of them as the future of the monarchy. In his book, The Queen, Morton recalls how excited Her Majesty was on the day of Catherine and William's wedding. The Queen was positively playful on the day of her grandson's nuptials, practically skipping, according to one observer, absolutely thrilled at the way the public had reacted to the royal newlyweds, Morton wrote, via the Mirror. This excitement underscored her belief in their union as a cornerstone for the future stability and popularity of the royal family. Queen Elizabeth and Princess Catherine shared a unique and special relationship, marked by mutual respect, affection, and a genuine bond that flourished over the years. Their closeness was evident in many public appearances and personal interactions, showcasing a deep connection that went beyond the formalities of their royal roles. After Catherine married Prince William in 2011, she quickly became an integral part of the royal family. One significant moment that highlighted her growing relationship with the Queen was during Queen Elizabeth's Diamond Jubilee Tour in 2012. This tour was not just a ceremonial event, but also a platform to officially introduce Catherine as a prominent royal family member. The photographs from the tour often showed the Queen and Catherine engaged in animated conversation, laughing and enjoying each other's company. These images, widely circulated and celebrated, provided a glimpse into the warmth and camaraderie they shared via Harper's Bazaar. Their bond continued to strengthen over the years. In 2019, during a visit to King's College London, they were photographed sharing a blanket in the back of a car, a simple yet touching gesture that spoke volumes about their relationship. This small moment of shared comfort highlighted the genuine friendship that had developed between them. It was clear that their connection went beyond royal duties and public appearances. An inside source revealed to Us Weekly that Catherine and the Queen always had a special bond, but they developed a deeper friendship after she and William moved from Anmer Hall, Norfolk, to Kensington Palace, which is within walking distance of Buckingham Palace. This proximity allowed Catherine and Queen Elizabeth to spend more time together, fostering a closer relationship. Their frequent interactions and shared experiences helped build a deeper understanding and affection between them. Catherine's endearing nickname for the Queen further illustrated their close relationship. According to Ingrid Seward, editor of Majesty magazine, Catherine called the Queen Mama via British heritage. This sweet and informal nickname reflected the familial affection and respect Catherine had for the Queen. It was a term of endearment that signified the Queen's maternal role in Catherine's life. Additionally, Catherine often sought the Queen's advice on various matters, particularly when it came to royal protocols and public speeches. A source told Us Weekly that Catherine frequently asked the Queen for guidance, valuing her wisdom and experience. The Queen's more than happy to impart her wisdom. She's proud to be Catherine's go-to advisor about royal life, the source revealed. This mentorship was invaluable to Catherine as she navigated her role within the royal family, and the Queen's support and counsel were instrumental in her development as a royal figure. Princess Catherine has indeed grown into her role within the royal family with grace and poise, drawing inspiration from Queen Elizabeth II, the longest reigning monarch in British history. Since marrying Prince William in 2011, Catherine has undergone a transformation from a commoner to a respected member of the royal family, often drawing comparisons to Queen Elizabeth herself in her approach to public duties and personal style. According to Sally Bedell Smith, a biographer of the Queen, Catherine has learned extensively from observing Queen Elizabeth's decades-long reign. Catherine has learned by observing, Bedell Smith explained to People via ET Canada. She knows what resonates. She will have absorbed a lot from this Queen. This sentiment underscores the idea that Catherine's approach to her royal duties reflects a studied understanding of what makes a successful monarch, a trait she shares with Queen Elizabeth. Sarah Gristwood, author of Elizabeth, Queen and Crown, echoed Bedell Smith's observations, noting that Queen Elizabeth preferred action over verbal instruction. "The Queen has always preferred to do rather than to say," Gristwood stated. "With her audiences, with her prime ministers, if there has been actual advice, it would be discreet. I think that went rather well, rather than actual instruction." This subtle guidance aligns with the notion that Queen Elizabeth may not have formally tutored Catherine, but rather led by example, allowing her to observe and learn the intricacies of royal life. Catherine's demeanor as a royal reflects qualities highly valued by Queen Elizabeth: quiet stoicism, unerring discretion, and firm loyalty. These characteristics have become hallmarks of Catherine's public persona, demonstrating a commitment to duty and service similar to that of the Queen herself. In navigating her role, Catherine has shown a remarkable ability to maintain composure under scrutiny and to uphold the dignity associated with her position, qualities that Queen Elizabeth exemplified throughout her reign, via ET Canada. Moreover, Catherine's fashion choices have often mirrored those of Queen Elizabeth, particularly in her preference for vibrant colors during public engagements. Queen Elizabeth was renowned for her bold color palette, which Catherine has embraced, often choosing dresses and ensembles that exude elegance and confidence. On occasion, Catherine has even borrowed jewelry from the Queen, further highlighting their shared sense of style and mutual respect via People. Next is the relationship between Kate Middleton and Sophie. Reportedly, Sophie helped Catherine adjust to royal life from the beginning. With more than a decade of experience as a working royal by the time Catherine joined the family, Sophie became a natural mentor to the then-new Duchess of Cambridge, guiding her through the intricacies of royal life and public duties. Sophie's role as a mentor has been significant in Catherine's journey as a royal. Despite Catherine having served as a working royal for over a decade, she continues to lean on Sophie for support and guidance. Body language expert Judy James analyzed their interactions and noted the dynamic between the two women. According to James, Sophie often exhibits a semi-maternal approach towards Catherine, engaging in strong eye contact and maintaining a watchful demeanor to ensure Catherine is comfortable and enjoying herself. This supportive behavior is evident in the way Sophie and Catherine interact during public engagements, where Sophie's confident and relaxed presence often sets the tone for their shared appearances. James observed that when Sophie and Catherine walk together, there is a degree of mirroring in their body language. However, it is Sophie who projects stronger signals of relaxed confidence, while Catherine, comfortable in her company, smiles happily at her side. This dynamic underscores the nurturing influence Sophie has had on Catherine, helping her navigate the challenges and responsibilities of royal life with poise and assurance. Sophie's mentorship has been instrumental in Catherine's development as a prominent and effective member of the royal family. The Duchess of Cambridge has grown into her role with grace and confidence, embodying the values and duties expected of a senior royal. Sophie's guidance has undoubtedly contributed to Catherine's ability to hold her own in public, handling engagements with the composure and warmth that have endeared her to the public. The bond between Sophie and Catherine extends beyond formal mentorship. It appears to be a genuine friendship built on mutual respect and affection. Whenever the two are seen together, their interactions reflect a close and supportive relationship. This camaraderie has been beneficial for both women, fostering a sense of unity and collaboration within the royal family. Besides, the bond between Catherine and Sophie is strengthened by their shared interests and hobbies, which have played a significant role in fostering their close relationship. Their mutual love for sports and fashion, along with their dedication to supporting children and young people's charities, has created a solid foundation for their friendship. Both royal ladies are avid sports enthusiasts, a passion that extends into their public roles and charitable work. Catherine, known for her athletic prowess and interest in various sports, serves as a royal patron for several prominent sports institutions. These include SportsAid, which helps young British athletes achieve their sporting ambitions, and the All England Lawn Tennis and Croquet Club, a prestigious organization associated with the Wimbledon Championships. Catherine is also a patron of the Lawn Tennis Association, which promotes tennis at all levels across the UK, and the 1851 Trust, a charity that inspires young people through sailing and STEM, science, technology, engineering and mathematics, education. Sophie, Duchess of Edinburgh, shares Catherine's enthusiasm for sports and holds patronage roles in different sporting organizations. She is a patron of England hockey, supporting the growth and development of hockey in the UK, and the British Cycling Foundation, which promotes cycling as a sport and means of transportation. Additionally, Sophie serves as a patron for the British Bobsleigh and Skeleton Association, a governing body for winter sports, and the UK Armed Forces Winter Sports Association, which encourages participation in winter sports among military personnel. Their shared interest in sports extends to their personal lives as well, with both women known to enjoy sailing, an activity that combines their love for the outdoors with the thrill of competition. Fashion is another common interest that binds Catherine and Sophie. Both women are recognized for their impeccable style and have become influential figures in the fashion world. Their sartorial choices are closely followed by fashion enthusiasts and the media alike, often setting trends and showcasing British designers. Catherine's elegant and classic style, often featuring tailored coats, chic dresses, and statement hats, complements Sophie's sophisticated and modern approach to fashion. Sophie's wardrobe frequently includes pieces from both established and emerging designers, reflecting her keen eye for detail and contemporary flair. Beyond their personal interests, Catherine and Sophie are united in their commitment to championing children's and young people's charities. Their royal work in this area highlights their dedication to improving the lives of the younger generation and addressing critical issues affecting children and youth. Catherine has long been an advocate for mental health, early childhood development, and family support. She has spearheaded initiatives like the Royal Foundation's Heads Together campaign, which aims to change the conversation around mental health, and the Big Change Starts Small report, which focuses on the importance of early childhood experiences. Similarly, Sophie has devoted much of her royal work to supporting young people and promoting education and empowerment. She is a patron of numerous charities and organizations that work to improve the lives of children and youth, including the NSPCC, National Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Children, and Childline, which provide vital support and resources for vulnerable children. Sophie's involvement in these causes reflects her deep commitment to making a positive impact and her belief in the potential of young people. The shared values and interests between Catherine and Sophie have undoubtedly contributed to the strength of their bond. Their collaborative efforts in sports, fashion, and charitable work demonstrate their dedication to their roles as senior members of the royal family and their desire to use their positions to effect meaningful change. The mutual respect and admiration they have for each other are evident in their public interactions and the way they support one another in their endeavors. We cannot ignore the relationship between Kate Middleton and Camilla Parker Bowles. Camilla gave Kate advice before marrying Prince William, which showed their bond from the beginning. Despite any initial reservations, Camilla's experiences and insights proved valuable as she shared advice on navigating the complexities of royal life and maintaining a strong relationship amidst the pressures of royal duty. Camilla's unique perspective on royal relationships stemmed from her own history with Prince Charles. Their relationship began decades earlier, but it was interrupted when Charles was sent overseas to serve in the Royal Navy. This separation ultimately led to the end of their early romance, a situation that undoubtedly left a lasting impact on Camilla. With this background, Camilla was well equipped to offer advice to Kate, who was facing similar challenges as Prince William's responsibilities increased. After graduating from St. Andrews University, where their romance had blossomed, William and Kate entered a new phase of their lives. The prince was expected to assume more official royal duties, while also training to be a helicopter pilot in the Royal Air Force. This demanding schedule posed a significant challenge for their relationship. According to Robert Lacey in his book, Battle of Brothers, William, Harry, and the Inside Story of a Family in Tumult. Marriage was not initially included in William's plans during this time. Recognizing the potential strain on their relationship, Camilla advised Kate to be patient and to adapt her life around William's demanding schedule. As Lacey noted, Camilla suggested that Kate should fit your timetable, well, basically your whole life, around his. This piece of advice, emphasizing flexibility and support, resonated with Kate, who took it to heart. Kate's willingness to accommodate William's royal duties and career aspirations played a crucial role in the stability and progression of their relationship. She demonstrated patience and understanding, qualities that are essential in any partnership, but particularly in one under the intense scrutiny and pressure of royal life. By adapting her own plans and expectations to align with William's, Kate showed her commitment and dedication to their relationship. Prince William, recognizing Kate's support and understanding, eventually proposed in 2010, marking the culmination of their long-standing relationship. The couple's engagement was a moment of joy for the royal family and the public, symbolizing a new chapter in their lives together. Kate Middleton's 2011 royal wedding to Prince William at Westminster Abbey was destined to be a monumental event. The significance of the occasion, along with its global viewership, necessitated meticulous planning and attention to detail. While a dedicated team of planners was undoubtedly involved in orchestrating the grand affair, Camilla Parker Bowles, Duchess of Cornwall, had invaluable advice to share from her own experiences. Camilla's insight into wedding planning stemmed not only from her own grand marriage to Prince Charles, but also from her first wedding to Andrew Parker Bowles, which had been declared the Society Wedding of the Year in 1973. With this background, Camilla possessed a wealth of knowledge about organizing high-profile nuptials and the intricate details that can make such events truly memorable. In the weeks leading up to Kate's wedding, Camilla took the opportunity to bond with the future Duchess of Cambridge over lunch at the Berkeley Hotel in London. This gathering was not merely a casual meeting. It was a significant moment of camaraderie and mentorship. Accompanying them were Kate's sister, Pippa Middleton, and Camilla's daughter, Laura Lopez. This small, intimate group provided a relaxed environment for discussing the myriad aspects of the forthcoming wedding. As reported by the Daily Mail, the conversation during this luncheon covered a broad range of topics, reflecting the diverse elements that needed to be considered for such a high-profile event. The atmosphere was lively, with discussions ranging from meal options to music choices. One of the restaurant-goers shared snippets of the conversation, highlighting the detailed and sometimes humorous nature of their discussions. For instance, the practicality of using trumpets was debated, with one participant noting, "We can't have trumpets, the ceiling is too high." This comment underscores the level of detail involved in the planning process, where even the acoustics of the venue had to be considered. Additionally, there was talk of more light-hearted topics, such as menu items. References to chipolatas, sausages on sticks, and mini pizzas were overheard, though it was unclear whether these were serious suggestions or part of a more ironic, playful discussion. No matter what private dynamics may exist, Kate Middleton and Camilla Parker Bowles have consistently exhibited a strong and affectionate relationship in public. This bond has been evident through various acts of kindness and support, especially during significant and emotional moments in their lives. In 2014, when Camilla's brother Mark Shand died unexpectedly, Kate and Prince William were on a busy tour of New Zealand and Australia. Despite their packed schedule, they ensured that their heartfelt condolences reached Camilla. They issued a compassionate statement saying, "The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge were saddened to learn this morning of the tragic death of Mark Shand. Their thoughts are with the Duchess of Cornwall and her family at this time." This gesture underscored their empathy and solidarity with Camilla during her time of grief, demonstrating the depth of their familial bond. In happier times, Kate's affection for Camilla's family was also evident. She included Camilla's granddaughter, Eliza, as a flower girl in her wedding to Prince William. This act was a touching acknowledgement of the blended family they were becoming and highlighted Kate's efforts to include and honor Camilla's side of the family. It also showcased the warmth and unity within the royal family, especially during such a high-profile event as the royal wedding. Camilla has also expressed her fondness for Kate publicly, a rarity in the often tight-lipped royal family. Prior to Kate and William's wedding, Camilla shared her approval of Kate during an event at the Covent Garden Academy of Flowers. She described Kate as a lovely girl, adding, "We're very lucky." This endorsement from Camilla was significant, given her own journey into the royal family and the scrutiny she faced. Her positive remarks about Kate signaled a welcoming and supportive attitude. Furthermore, the warmth between Camilla and Kate was highlighted on Kate's 39th birthday. Camilla and Prince Charles took to their Clarence House Instagram account to post a heartfelt birthday message. The post read, "Happy birthday to the Duchess of Cambridge," accompanied by an exclamation mark, which, in the typically reserved royal communication style, conveyed a genuine sense of celebration and affection. These public displays of camaraderie and support have helped to cement the perception of a strong relationship between Kate and Camilla. They demonstrate a mutual respect and affection that goes beyond mere public duty. The empathy shown during times of sorrow, like the death of Camilla's brother, and the inclusion of family members in significant events, like Kate's wedding, are testaments to the genuine bond they share. Next is the relationship between Kate Middleton and Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie. In May 2024, amidst the complexities and dynamics of the British royal family, A shift in alliances and support networks emerged following Catherine, Princess of Wales's announcement of a cancer diagnosis and subsequent withdrawal from royal duties. This period saw Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, who had carved out a new path outside the royal fold, quietly forging closer ties with Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, daughters of Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson. Royal expert Tom Quinn shed light on this evolving relationship, emphasizing its potential implications within the family. For William and Kate, an alliance between Harry and Meghan and Beatrice and Eugenie is a huge worry, Quinn disclosed to the Mirror. They sense that Beatrice and Eugenie feel that, as virtual outcasts themselves, they have far more in common with Harry and Meghan than with any other part of the family. This alliance, born out of shared experiences of navigating the complexities of royal life and public scrutiny, represents a significant shift in the traditional dynamics of royal relationships. Despite the controversies surrounding their father, Prince Andrew, the Sussexes have maintained a connection with Beatrice and Eugenie, recognizing a shared understanding and perhaps empathy for their own experiences. Unlike the rifts and tensions that marked Meghan's tenure as a working royal, the sisters have stepped forward in support roles where other family members may not, particularly spotlighting Princess Beatrice during Catherine's absence. In May 2024, when Catherine had to step back from public duties due to health concerns, Beatrice and Eugenie prominently filled in, exemplifying their commitment to supporting the monarchy. An instance was the Buckingham Palace garden party, where Princess Eugenie enthusiastically expressed her support on Instagram. "Come rain or shine, I was delighted to support my family yesterday to meet some special individuals at the Buckingham Palace garden party who have gone above and beyond to support their local communities and the country. In recent times, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie have found themselves in a position where their support for Prince William and Catherine has come under scrutiny amid shifting family dynamics." According to insights shared by a palace insider in an interview with Woman's Day, Beatrice and Eugenie have shown steadfast support for Prince William during what appears to be a challenging period for him. "Bey and Eugenie can't imagine what William is going through right now, and it was an honor for them to give him some support. The York sisters were determined not to let him down," the source asserted. This support underscores their commitment to family solidarity, especially in times of personal or public pressure. However, the dynamics of royal relationships are never static. Despite their support for Prince William, there have been indications of nuanced shifts in the sisters' interactions with other family members, particularly Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Reports surfaced that Princess Eugenie had invited Harry and Meghan to her home in Portugal in 2023, suggesting a continued connection despite geographical distance and diverging paths within the royal framework. Yet, recent developments suggest a recalibration in these relationships. A source revealed that during Eugenie's visit to Los Angeles in February 2024, there was no outreach to Prince Harry, which seemed to confirm Harry's concerns about the state of his familial connections. Moreover, as of 2024, the insider noted that there had been no communication from the royal sisters to Prince Harry at all, hinting at a potential cooling of relations. In the context of their roles within the royal family, there has been speculation about the possibility of Beatrice and Eugenie assuming more official working royal duties, especially following their notable presence at events like the Buckingham Palace garden party in May 2024. Despite their capabilities and demonstrated support, PR expert Grace McCormick cautioned against this move. McCormick argued to the Mirror that integrating new working royals could intensify comparisons and competition within the family, potentially leading to internal tensions that could tarnish the monarchy's public image. The question of official roles aside, Beatrice and Eugenie's public appearances and gestures have underscored their dedication to the monarchy's duties and responsibilities. Their participation in events like the garden party not only bolstered the royal presence, but also showcased their readiness to support the institution, particularly during pivotal moments when other family members may be unavailable. Finally, there is a secret relationship between Kate Middleton and Princess Anne. Although it is unknown how deep the relationship between Kate Middleton and Princess Anne is, all of Kate's actions towards this woman show respect. Princess of Wales took to social media to extend warm wishes to Her Royal Highness Princess Royal Princess Anne on her 70th birthday. The message, shared across the official channels representing the Cambridges, featured a curated selection of photographs that spoke volumes about the relationship between the two royal women. The tribute, shared across the official channels representing the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, featured a carefully curated selection of photographs that spoke volumes about the bond between Kate Middleton and Princess Anne. Among them were 3 distinct images, one capturing Princess Anne in a dignified solo portrait, exuding her trademark poise and elegance, another showcasing Anne alongside Prince William, her nephew-in-law, in a moment of familial warmth, and a third capturing a joyous interaction between Anne and Kate herself, reflecting a genuine camaraderie and shared affection. Accompanying these images was a heartfelt caption that succinctly conveyed Kate's warm regards, wishing a very happy 70th birthday to Her Royal Highness, the Princess Royal. This simple yet poignant message was a testament to the esteem in which Kate holds Princess Anne and the deepening bond between them. The response to Kate's birthday tribute was immediate and overwhelmingly positive, reflecting the widespread admiration for both women within and beyond the royal circle. The post garnered over 500,000 likes and drew a flood of comments from fans and followers, each expressing their admiration and appreciation. One admirer praised Anne as such a smart, beautiful, hard-working class act, highlighting her enduring impact and dedication to royal duties. Others lauded Kate for her warmth and grace, showering her with heart emojis and affectionate messages. Besides, Kate Middleton and Princess Anne share a very prestigious royal title. The bestowal of royal titles is not just a matter of tradition, but a significant marker of recognition and honor within the British monarchy. For Kate Middleton, now Catherine, Princess of Wales, her elevation to Dame Grand Cross of the Royal Victorian Order, GCVO, in 2019 represented a culmination of years of dedication and service to the royal family. Kate Middleton's journey to becoming a Dame Grand Cross of the Royal Victorian Order was not swift, but rather a testament to her steadfast commitment and growing influence within the royal household. Initially introduced to royal life through her relationship with Prince William, their marriage in 2011 marked the beginning of Kate's formal immersion into the duties and responsibilities expected of a future queen consort. Over the years, she undertook a gradual increase in royal engagements, steadily assuming more prominent roles and responsibilities within the monarchy. The decision to confer the GCVO upon Kate Middleton in 2019 was particularly noteworthy as it coincided with her 8th wedding anniversary to Prince William. This timing underscored the personal significance of the honor, symbolizing both a celebration of her dedication to her royal duties and a recognition of her evolving role within the royal family. The Royal Victorian Order itself holds a special place among the honors granted by the sovereign. Established by Queen Victoria in 1896 to recognize personal service to the monarch or the royal family, the GCVO is the highest grade within the order, reserved for individuals who have demonstrated exceptional loyalty and commitment. For Kate Middleton, the GCVO reflected not only her service, but also her growing stature as a key figure in supporting the Queen and Prince William in their roles. Princess Anne, the only daughter of Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, has long been renowned for her unwavering dedication to public service and her extensive charitable work. She was appointed as a Dame Grand Cross of the Royal Victorian Order in 2007, a distinction that recognized her significant contributions to the monarchy and beyond. Anne's role as Grand Master of the Order further emphasizes her deep involvement and leadership within this prestigious institution. The shared title of Dame Grand Cross of the Royal Victorian Order between Princess Anne and Catherine, Princess of Wales, signifies not only their personal achievements but also their alignment in upholding the values and traditions of the British monarchy. Both women have shown a steadfast commitment to representing the crown with dignity and grace, embodying the principles of service and duty that are central to their roles. What do you think about the relationship between Kate Middleton and other royal women? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.